Welcome everyone to this reflection video on our field assignment at Healthy Entrepreneurs.
We really wanted to make a video together, but because that wasn't possible, we decided to turn ourselves into some stickman figures.
This is Vivian, an economics student from Rotterdam.
This is Floor. She's studying business in Rotterdam.
And this is Johanna, studying international relations at Leiden University.
And this is our fourth team member, with most likely the most influence on our project. We call it COVID.
Because of COVID, we were far, far away from our supervisors, Tinka and Germain, who live in Homa Bay, Kenya. We stayed at home to stay safe from COVID, but despite our best efforts, Floor got corona anyway.
Before we could solve any problems, we had to know exactly what the problems were. After many talks with Tinka and Germain, some important things became clear.
Germain told us a lot about the problem with reporting issues from the field to the office. There was no central system in place to compile these issues and very little follow-up was provided.
Tinka explained that they were struggling with the performance of some CHEs. Turnover rates were high, and that was costly for healthy entrepreneurs.
Following this, we came up with 2 deliverables for our field assignment, implementing a Frugal CRM tool and improving their recruitment and selection process.
So off to work we went.
We expected to efficiently move from our field assignment plan towards our deliverables, but that turned out to be a bit more complex.
And what is a better way to explain this than through TikTok?
That was our process in a nutshell, but now we will explain a bit more. We started our assignment with many assumptions and unclarities. We had no clue what the ideal CHE looked like, what frequent issues were, and how we could properly formulate our deliverables.
To validate these assumptions, we took both a qualitative and quantitative approach. First, we performed semi-structured interviews with almost all staff members in Kenya. They provided us with many great insights and helped us in a lot of ways. This is a picture of an interview with Steve, who told us a lot about the frequent issues. Besides this, also Tinka, Germain, and Andre have supported us throughout the weeks.
Next, we also conducted a survey among the CHEs in the field and got over 100 responses. This survey was a prototype for a new selection survey and provided us with information on the entrepreneurial capabilities of the CHEs. Besides being busy with statistical analyses, we were lucky to get some help from our dogs every once in a while.
Overall, we learned the following things.
First, understanding the context properly is quite difficult.
Second, it is always a surprise whether people show up to their interviews.
And third, Tinka and Germain taught us some Kenyan English, which meant being very kind.
Finally, after months of work, we have arrived at our final Frugal deliverables. We wrote 2 separate reports. Sorry, Andre, but they turned out to be a bit long.
Next, we made a 5-step overview of recommendations for the recruitment and selection process. This included a brand new survey and interview suggestions. We also present these findings to the team coming Monday.
Next, we set up a new CRM process, which included this CRM file with integrated deadlines and task lists, and it was linked to this very complete FAQ document, which contains all the information that the sales officers will need in the field.
Looking back at our process, a few things stood out.
We love Subway lunches together.
And we are proud to have succeeded to finish this project after months of working together.
We also learned that communication is key in such a big project. Even though we had some heated discussions every now and then, we managed to get out better on the other side.
Finally, Tinka and Germain will implement the tools and recommendations we have given. We hope to hear from them in the future and are always willing to help out. Floor is even going to write her thesis on healthy entrepreneurs. So who knows? Maybe we will find ourselves in Kenya someday.
Thank you for listening.